It's so dark. It's so dark, y'all. It looks like nighttime. Oh my God. It's getting so dark, y'all. Oh, it's eclipsing, bitch. What's really good, y'all? It's your girl Young Roots. Today is Monday, April 8th, and it is the day of the eclipse. I'm not really seeing anything that make it eclipsey to me personally. I'm not seeing no eclipse, but I mean, y'all can tell me if I'm missing something, but I'm not seeing it. People outside for it. It's messing up the lens. If you see it, let me know, but I ain't seeing shit. This girl, she got her glasses on that says, I think she can hear me, but there's people walking. I got y'all over the ledge. I'm scared of shit. There's people walking and shit. To go view it better. But I'm not seeing shit. And this is the second time that somebody has hyped up an eclipse to me and told me that I need to go out and see some shit, and then I'm seeing a goddamn thing. Talking about, oh, it's gonna be consumed in darkness and this, that, and the third. I'm not seeing shit. Ain't nothing special about this goddamn eclipse. Now, I don't have the special glasses, and I'm looking straight at the sun, so I could be missing it. I really could be missing it, but I ain't seeing shit. Ain't shit here to be seen. It's the motherfucking second time I done come outside and like look up a goddamn eclipse. Only eclipse I know is the one with Pusha T and the gun. Okay? And people letting kids come out of school early. They got parades and festivals and parties for the goddamn eclipse. I ain't seen shit. I ain't seen a goddamn thing. It's just Monday. Now, I will say it is a little dusty. Like the tone of the sky is a little dim. I will say that. Like it for it to be a very cloudless day, it's dim. So it's doing something up there. I just wouldn't know. I just wouldn't know. You can't see it from my view. You can't see it from my view. But they got fucking drums, school band. Like what for the goddamn eclipse? I'm going back inside. This some bullshit. Ain't seen a goddamn thing. Ain't nothing in there. Ain't nothing in there. Ain't nothing in there. Shit. Over there, hoopling and hoppling, talking about 50,000 people done travel to Dallas to view the sun. You traveling to Dallas to view this bullshit? Look. Wrong bitch now. Wrong bitch. Ain't no reason for it. Ain't no reason for it. Ain't no reason for it. I will say for it to be 1:30, it's dim. It's dim outside. Like it looked like evening time. But that's about it. Ain't nothing really. I ain't seen nothing that just changed my mind for real. Unless I need to go, unless it's happening without me. Unless I'm not seeing it because I'm not close enough. But nah, I ain't seeing shit. Ain't shit just really just changed for me. Nah. Yeah, my end. I'm not seeing it. I wish I could see it from this lens, but I'm not seeing it. Goddamn. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm over here trying to I'm over here trying to be hype about it. Ain't shit going on. If something going on different, I'll let y'all know. But if you travel for this bullshit, you had a lot of time on your hands. You had some PTO. Or maybe I should have got the glasses to be more excited. I don't know. Fuck it.
A few moments later.
Okay, y'all. It's dark as shit, y'all. It looks like a filter over the. Oh my God, this is so cool. It look crazy. It looks so weird. It looks so weird. You still can't really see but it's dark as fuck. It's dark as fuck outside at 1:30. This is crazy. What the fuck? It's so dark. It's so dark, y'all. It looks like nighttime. Oh my God. It's getting so dark, y'all. Oh, it's eclipsing, bitch. It's eclipsing, bitch. Oh, it's eclipsing, bitch. It's dark as shit, y'all. It's eclipsing, y'all. It's eclipsing. It's eclipsing, bitch. Oh, shit. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, y'all. Y'all, this shit is crazy. Holy shit. Oh, my God. That's fucking crazy. Oh, my God. That is fucking crazy. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Where's my phone? Oh, my God. It is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God, bitch, you can see the shit. You can see the shit eclipse, bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is fucking nuts. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, that is crazy. Oh my God, that is nuts. Oh, my body. Oh, shit, I ain't got no breath. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, it's 1:30 right now. Look how dark it is. Oh my God. That is crazy. I can see that with my own eyes. So I didn't need no fucking glasses. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my God, that's crazy. Wow. 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 That is insane. That is insane. Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit. Holy shit. Can y'all see that? Holy fucking moly. Holy moly. And I was just talking shit. Saying that who gives a fuck about this eclipse? But baby, I do. I give a fuck about this eclipse. Oh my days. That is so cool. They said there's not gonna be another one of these until 2044. Y'all, it is 1:43 right now. It's 1:43 and it looks like it's almost 9:00 p.m. Whoa. How long is this gonna go? Wow. I see the height. It's pretty fucking cool. They said it's gonna end, it's supposed to start 1:27 p.m. here. It's gonna end at 3:30 p.m. Oh, it's opening back up, bitch. It's opening back up, y'all. It's opening back up. They're cheering. It's opening back up. This is crazy. Oh my God. The sun will come out tomorrow. So you better hang on till tomorrow. There'll be sun. That is so fucking cool. Whoa. Whoa, and it's brightening right back up. Y'all can see this. Y'all can see it literally brightening back up. Yo, I ain't never experienced nothing like that in my life. That is so fucking cool. That is so cool. Whoa. Bitch. It's lightening back up. That is amazing. God is so good. How you not see stuff like that and just be like, God is good? God is so good. God is so good. That shit is crazy. Wow. Wow. It's lighting back up. People gotta go back to their jobs and shit. Okay. Oh man. You know, this is really like, for me, this is really why, like, one of the good things about vlogging is because I'm getting into it's like muscle memory to me now. So I'm getting into the habit of like recording things, whether they're special or not. And I'm in the habit of recording, so I get to record this special thing and I get to remember it because I recorded it, you know? And I think that's one of the real reasons why, like, I really love vlogging, because I capture moments not only as like a thing for YouTube, but as a thing for me. It helps me out, and I love that a lot, cause that was so fucking cool. That was cool as shit to me. And I was just talking shit. I'm full of shit. I'm a lie. I'm a motherfucking lie. It was so cool. You can see the shit Eclipse, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is fucking nuts. Holy shit. Nuts. Oh, my body. Oh. Shit, I ain't got no breath. Oh my god. My days. Oh my days. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, so you better hang on till tomorrow. There'll be sun. That is so fucking cool. What? Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 10th. And I don't know what I've done thus far in terms of vlogging, but I know I went to go wash my car on Sunday, and I also tried Qdoba for the first time on Sunday. The car wash place was right by. Did I talk to y'all since then? That's crazy. Anyway, so basically my friend was in town for TWU homecoming, and she went by herself. She was doing her own thing, but we linked up, and she went to go assist with her sister's photo shoot, and so I went to go wash my car, and it was an hour-and-a-half wait. So I was like, fuck it. There was a Qdoba right across the street, and I tried it for the first time. Their queso was solid. Their queso was good. I liked the bowl. I would go again. It was like $16 for a bowl and a drink. I got honey hot chicken and I got steak. It was good. It was good. It did take about 2 hours for them to wash my car. And then we went to Crooked Crust and Denton. If you know, you know. But anyway, also Eid Mubarak to those who observe. Ramadan is officially over. This Ramadan, I was really just, I was really patient with myself. I allowed myself grace, and I did what I could, and I'm praying that God accepts it. But yeah, I want to come and talk to you guys about Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This is my first book that I read by Kennedy Ryan. She is a Black author. She writes like how I want to write. When I get to that level, this is exactly how I want to write. I want to write detailed. I want to write poetically. I want to write sensually. I want to write where it grips you and we can talk about ups and downs. If you are going to read this book, please skip this segment. But the book was about a family broken. So it was definitely one of those. She held me down when I had nothing. We were both grinding. So I think in the beginning, the husband, his name is Josiah. He was currently getting his MBA, and they were talking about opening up a restaurant with his favorite aunt's recipes. And so the wife's name in the novel is Yasmin, or Yaz. And, you know, she was there in the beginning. He was in like a matchstick apartment, barely furnished, couldn't afford a damn thing. And he just looked at her with an overwhelming sense of love and didn't get on one ear, didn't have no ring, not even a ring pop, not even a bobby pin clipped into a circle. He just was like, baby, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at me, marry me. And she was like, yeah, of course. And then the novel flips into like, what, 15 years later or something like that. And 15 years later, they are divorced. They have 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. The girl's name is Deja, and the boy's name is Kasim. Very black-ass family, I want to say, by the way. Like, these names are all black as shit, you know? And I really appreciated that. I really appreciated the writing because you would be able to be in the scene just by reading it. Like, you knew what they were wearing, how they sounded, you know, what the sky looked like. Everything was very, very detail-oriented. And Yasmin, she had childhood friends, but when they went through the trauma, so the family, Yasmin, the wife, asked for a divorce in the book because she lost a baby. And the way she lost the baby was kind of crazy. So like I said, they owned a restaurant. The name of the restaurant is called Grits. Again, black ass book. So the name of the restaurant is called Grits, and the husband is like the project manager. He handles all the analytics, and he'll throw down in the kitchen a little bit if he have to, but he's just like the go-to man for all numbers. So they were in the middle of trying to expand Grits. They're in Atlanta, and they were trying to expand into another location in Charlotte. And so I think he went on a business trip while she was 9 months pregnant, about to pop, baby. And he was like, baby, like, you about to pop, get off your feet. Like, we really trying to, you know, make sure you good and collected. You a black woman. You know how black women are when it comes to births. Like, you, come on now, you got to be doing it. This your third birth. She already had the 2. This your 3rd birth. You got to be careful now. And she was like, no, I got this. I'm a black woman. I'm a jack of all trades. I could do everything I want to. And he was like, baby, please. She was like, respect me. And he was like, you know what? I will respect you. I love you. Just be careful. And he had a bad feeling in his heart. He was like, man, I don't want to leave my baby like this, but like, I really got to go do this. So he leaves, and she's in the back of the restaurant frying fried green tomatoes. She's doing some child. And there's like a loose tile on the floor that they've been meaning to fix, but they never really got to it. And shorty, she slipped on that hoe and she fell belly first. Like, belly first. She said plop on that shit, and her phone was like 10 yards away. There was nobody in the kitchen because it was after closing. She couldn't do anything, so she was crawling her way in her blood. And she felt a pop, so she knew something was horribly wrong. She crawled away to the phone, called 911. Somebody finally came and seen her. They driving her straight to the hospital. She don't know what's going on. They telling her that she gonna have a stillborn. Baby died in her stomach, but he's got to come out through the vagina. So she still pushed and gave birth to a dead baby. Horrifying. Then the restaurant Grits, the aunt that it was based on, the aunt where all the recipes came from, she done died in the span of a year, or less than a year. So he was handling that grief by not stopping working. He just kept working, kept doing his thing, kept rocking. And she handled her grief in the opposite way. So she fell into a state of depression. She was having suicidal ideations. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't sleep. There was one point where she was trying to seduce him to have sex with her raw so they can have another baby. Meanwhile, she's at high risk due to that rupture. And so because they were handling the grief so differently, and she just couldn't take it anymore because she felt like he wasn't grieving Henry, which is the baby that they lost. He wasn't grieving Henry the way she wanted him to. Though out loud, he wasn't crying. He wasn't anywhere near where she was, and she felt like she was in it alone. So she asked for a divorce. Turns out when she asked for the divorce, her daughter is what, 14 in the film? Her daughter overheard them in the garage saying that, and she blamed everything on her, which was why in the current times they had such a strained relationship. She didn't know. She just felt like she's going through a teenage thing right now. That's what girls do. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, she heard you asking her daddy for a divorce. She heard you trying to break up the family. And so it was just, and then Kasim, which is the son, I think he's 10 or 12, something like that. He is a genius. He turns out to be a genius. But to the point where at school they told him, and they go to a private school, of course. That's what affluent Atlanta suburbians do. And they called the parents in, and they were like, hey, Kasim is so smart that we want him to skip a grade. So they wanted him to skip from 5th to 7th. So whatever age that is. And they were like, but when skipping a grade, children of his age, they have to go through social growth, and he will be missing out on that by skipping a grade. So we recommend therapy because we read his journal, and his journal, he basically was like, he's scared everybody that he's gonna love is gonna die or separate like his parents. Goddamn. So the mama's in therapy because, as you know, she's going through all that shit that she's going through. And she's very much pro-therapy. But the dad, as a black man, growing up as a black man, he's against therapy. He thinks that shit is voodoo witch hunt shit. And he's just not with it. But he's saying for his son, if his son go to therapy, he'll go to therapy just so his son will feel confident into going to therapy. And so his son was like, swear. And he was like, yeah, if you go to therapy, I'll go to therapy. And he was like, bet, I'll go to therapy. So he does, and it works very well from him. And so Josiah, he goes to his first therapist appointment. And he don't believe shit. He goes to his first therapy appointment. He don't believe shit. He's sitting down. He like, man, I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just trying to make sure that my son know that I stand 10 toes in my promises and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be open to you. And the therapist, his name is Dr. Musa. He was like, bet. I get paid regardless, baby. But since we're here, since I'm going to get paid, and since you're already here, let's try to chat. And Josiah slowly opens up. And he's currently dating the chef at Grits, at their restaurant. And it was very, very low key. But Yasmin, she peeped. She like, damn, they look close. And I know it ain't just because of no steak and no ribeye and no nachos. Like, why the fuck they so close? Turn out, they fucking. And she gets so jealous. And that was my thing. Like, I understand the grief and stuff like that. I really do. On the outside looking in, I really do. But like, you hot under the collar, can't breathe, can't look, can't see, with jealousy when you the one that initiated it. And by this time, they were 2 years into the divorce. So smooth and clear, he is not cheating on her in any way at all. And they're always in close proximity because they own a restaurant together. But it's just like, you was about to let this restaurant fail. And I understand you were in deep depression. You couldn't do anything. But if it wasn't for your ex-husband, Josiah, grieving the only way he knew how to grieve, because, by the way, Josiah is an orphan. So he lost both his mama and daddy in a car accident. And Aunt Bird, the woman that they based the restaurant on, who also passed away, was his caretaker. So he know about loss, okay? But he know that if he stopped doing what he doing and really deep shit, he gonna break. So he just keep working. So my thing is like, you see this nigga and you the one that pushed this nigga away. This nigga was trying to make it work, but you were depressed, rightfully so. Nobody's blaming you for your depression, but you was depressed. And now this nigga trying to move on away from you because you the one that pushed him away. And you over there hot. I'm talking about she couldn't breathe, could eat, could sleep. She could just stop looking at her and the chef's name in the, I keep saying film, in the book, his name is Vashti. She kept looking at Josiah and Vashti. She was just like, golly, to the point where she got so jealous that there was a local councilman, white fine, Chad Michael Murray, Brad Pitt, you know, very cookie cutter fine white nigga. And she was like, you know what? He trying to move on. Let me move on, cause this nigga trying to get. He been trying to get the white politician. He been trying to get at your ass. He been looking at that thick body and that caramel cocoa skin, ebony skin, and he just wanted to sink his teeth in it. And he did. So she set up a date trying to get over Josiah, and they had a good time, and she liked him. She liked feeling wanted. She liked the way he looked at her. They kissed, but she didn't really do anything because she hung up on her ex nigga. And the way Kennedy Ryan describes this guy in the film, Josiah, I mean in the I was about to say movie, in the book, Josiah Wade, he sound fine as hell. I am not gonna cap. And like their sex scenes, like they're sexual, and that's my favorite thing in the world. Mutual sexual tension is my favorite thing in the world because it's palpable. It's tangible. Like you can feel it. And you can feel it throughout the entire novel. Like regardless of them being divorced or not, they were still sexually entwined with each other. They could smell. Have y'all seen Bridgerton, the second season, where he was smelling her air? That's how it was in the book. Like they couldn't be in the same room, even if they were arguing or mad at each other. The electricity kept buzzing. Zzz. They wanted each other. They wanted to hop in each other's panties and boxers every time they was around each other, and they finally did. And another thing that I really liked is that Josiah and Vashti were together, and Grits, they finally got to a place where they could talk about expansion again. So at this time, the sexual tension was building back with the ex-husband and ex-wife, with Yasmin and Josiah was still with Vashti, and he knew that if he was going to go to Charlotte to view this space with his ex-wife, they might fuck. So he told Vashti, prior to leaving, he was like, hey Vashti, we got to break up. And she was like, is it because of your ex? Did y'all do something? He said, no, but bitch, we might. And that might alone, I don't want to hurt you. You're the head chef at Grits. You make Grits what it is. We can't appreciate you enough. And I don't want this to jeopardize the business relationship we have. And I really, really fucked with that. Because, you know, niggas like to have a cake and eat it. But in this case, he was like, nah, baby, I can't hurt you. You too necessary to my operation. And, you know, it was already kind of like something that we couldn't do. Sorry. So, where was I? Yeah, so he lets Vashti know prior to going on this trip to Charlotte because, again, Yasmin, she's on the Atlanta Skyland Board Association, which just handles social events. It's kind of like a HOA for their suburban community, where Grits is also located. So because she's in therapy, she's getting back to where she is. It's 2 years after everything's happened. Everything's starting to settle down. She's getting back into the groove of things. She has two best friends, Hendrix and Soledad. And I really like them too. Hendrix I resonate with a lot because she is a plus size woman who's very outspoken. And I think that is so strange. Well, I would like to know what makes a plus size woman outspoken, because most of the people that I know who are plus size women are outspoken, and for me, am hypersexual, and in the book as well, Hendrix is very blunt, and she's sexual. Like, she want to know the tea immediately, don't sugarcoat shit, which is why I resonated with her. And anyways, you know, Yasmin was getting back to who she was before, but only better because she's aware of how she is and what she has to do. Because not only is she in therapy, she's also on medication. So she's really in that thing. And so when they get back to that place, their lawyer, the person who handles all their stuff, and their accountant as well, hold on. Ooh. Anyways, where was I? Yeah. So yeah, there's their best friend. Her best friend is, anyways. So their accountant comes. Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts of the movie, or the film, or the book, excuse me. So again, they've already talked to Kasim about therapy before skipping a grade. Deja is their daughter, and she's huffing and puffing around their mama because the mama doesn't know that she heard her ask their dad for a divorce. Mind you, Deja is a 14-year-old content creator as well, and her specialty is natural hair. So, and then she has to see her mom get ready to date this white man, and her dad is obviously dating Vashti. She's very hyper aware of everything, and she's a private school girl as well. So they're going through all of this already, so they've had arguments and stuff regarding their children and these things already. So it's already heated. Then they have this meeting with their lawyer accountant, and it's hot in the room. You know, have you been going to therapy like you promised your son? Have you gotten, because their daughter also, Deja also skipped school, and she was like, have you got on your daughter because she skipped school? You too lenient on her, this, that, and the third. And he was like, maybe you too rough on her. And she was like, cause you soft, you know, you soft everywhere else. You could barely handle, you know, the grief that we handled. So we don't want to break you any more than we have. And like they getting on each other heavy. And she was like, man, you don't know shit about me, nigga. Like, I'm way better than I was before. It's you that you need to really cope and realize that you hurting and you haven't really dealt with your hurt. And he was like, and you haven't really dealt with the fact that I'm still, well, basically, that's what I got. I'm still in love with you, and you over there looking good, smelling good, talking to white motherfuckers, and I'm right here. I'm the reason that this place is still afloat. I'm the reason that this place is still flourishing. And if I want to fuck the chef, I can fuck the chef. They didn't say this at all. This is what I gathered. And she was like, you trying to fuck the chef when you need to be fucking your wife. Me. And so right as that kind of like escalates, the accountant lawyer comes in. And I'm talking about they heated. She hot. Pussy leaking. He damn near hard in a motherfucker. They're just like looking at you. And he like, did I interrupt something? Cause I'm thirsty. Can somebody give me some water? He's like, he don't give a fuck about none of that. And he's also a close friend to them. And so he was basically saying, y'all are so good with grits right now that we need to rethink expanding. So much so that I need to tell you about this hot spot in Charlotte that is in a popular neighborhood that reflects grits in a way that it's almost too good to be true. Y'all need to go see it right now. And they're like, together? And he was like, baby, if y'all don't see it together, y'all own this one together. If y'all don't see that one together, there's going to be some issues. Y'all need to go see it together. So that's when Josiah, he breaks up with Vashti because he's like, man, the tension has been hot. I know that if I am alone with this woman, I'm going to do something crazy. And so he breaks up with her. They go to Charlotte, you know, like even just like accidentally touching each other in the Uber got them hot. He like, man, I can't do this. Then the owners of the restaurant that they're trying to buy, they give them like a 100-year-old bottle of Asian wine or Asian whiskey. And they take it to the hotel. And they start getting drunk and they start talking deep. So they start talking about how they handled the grief of their unborn son, how they handled the grief of Aunt Bird's death, and you know, they kiss. You know, it gets real deep. They start talking because he's in therapy now too, which is really attractive to her because she wanted him to be in therapy when she was in therapy, and he was against it. He said, that's that voodoo witch hunt shit. Don't tell me to do this shit. So now he's grown. He's in therapy. He's actually going to therapy. He loves his therapist. And she could tell that he's actually very much in tune with his feelings, and she's being very open about how she was handling things as well. And so they kiss. Long, sexual, sensual. It's supposed to have been already done this type shit. And, you know, it gets to the point where he about to, cause he a ass dude, but he love her titties. So he about to suck a nipple, and he stopped himself. He was like, you know what? You hurt me. Like, you pushed me away. I tried to fight for our marriage. I said, please don't divorce me. I cannot be hurt again. I am a man. I cannot be hurt again. And she was like, you know what? I respect that. I know what I did. You know, I know it's not going to take one spontaneous trip to Charlotte to change stuff like this. I know. And so he go to his room. Oh, sorry, they're in the same room because there was a mistake. You know how romance novels go. There was a mistake in booking, and there was supposed to be 2 rooms, but now it's 1 room. So he's sleeping on the couch while she's sleeping on the bed. So he goes to the couch and he like, you know what? I can't do this. And he closed the door. She in the bed. She fiending, pussy leaking. She's like, God damn, we got so close yet so far. I'm lit. And I want my husband so bad. And throughout the duration of the novel, she always calling this nigga her husband. Meanwhile, technically, he is her ex-husband. And her friends don't be letting her forget that. Like, you keep calling that nigga your husband, that is your ex-husband. Her therapist don't let her forget that. You be calling that nigga your husband, that is your ex-husband. You did that, and you need to own up to that. So, she in the bed, she tossing and turning, she can't sleep, she hot. So, he opened the door, he like, you know what? If we do this, if we fuck, it can only be one day. It can only be one day. It can only be tonight. And she was like, shit, if this is the only time I can have you, I'm going to have you tonight. So they fuck. And another thing about Josiah, he like everything about his wife. And he like eating her pussy. Boy, like he'll eat her pussy and then not do anything. Like when they were married, because there was flashbacks to when they were married and the getting was good. So he would take her into the pantry, just eat her out. And then just like wipe his mouth and just go about the rest of his day. Like he's just a quality man. You know what I'm saying? So he eat her pussy, making her come, all that shit. Then he just like, you know, fucking. And she mad. Well, she not mad, but she just, you know, takes it into account that he put a condom on. You know, he been fucking Vashti, and he don't know where you been at. And he just want to, you know, to put the pregnancy scares and stuff like that. He just want to be on the safe side. And she's like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. He's thinking about me, blah, blah, blah. So he put that condom on. He just started beating her. Beat. Sexy as hell. Sexy ass scene. Then he was like, you know, just this once. They fall asleep. He wake up. He look to his right. He see her. He like, nah, I gotta have it again. And he do. So he beat. I mean, she can't even walk straight. You know what I'm saying? And so they get back to Atlanta. They don't even talk about it for a minute. Then she can't stop thinking about him. How do they get back to it? Oh, he go to his therapist. He tells therapist, he's like, man, this is getting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't know what to do. And basically he was like, you know what to do. You just trying to fight it because you built this wall around yourself when it comes to grief, when it comes to hurt, and you just got to lean into it in order for it to change. And Yasmin, she's like, man, I want my man. I want my man. So they settle on this agreement where they be fucking, no strings attached. Okay? Then that turned into, I don't want you to see nobody else. Then that turned into, I love you, come move back home. Rough start, nice finish. Okay? It started off as 2 divorced people who didn't know they were still in love, but knew they were still in love, to, I love you, bitch. I love you, nigga. Like, we handled, and you know what? Grief like that, trauma like that, you know, it really tests the strength of a marriage, you know, especially happening back to back, you know, and people are already broken, you know what I'm saying? So that was what this novel was about. As you can see, I could go on and on, but I'm going to decide to shut the fuck up. And I heard that the second part of this book came out last month in March. So I will go get that just to read it. I don't know what took me so long reading this book. Well, I guess my mental wasn't all the way there. But yeah, I finally finished it, and I'm happy I finished it because it was solid. It was a solid book. I would rate it. But I would love, if you've read this book, I would love to get on like a Discord or a Patreon or something like that and really just talk about this book in full, maybe get some different viewpoints and stuff like that, because I really do want to do a book club. I think that would be fun. But yeah, Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, I do recommend it. Like I said, 8.6 out of 10, great book. Black love, black divorce, black children, being a black parent, being a successful parent, being a business owner, all of that in one, even though it is fiction. Great fiction. You can definitely relate to some parts. I did. So, and shout out to the plus size baddies. Okay? Shout out to the plus size. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Sorry. So Fannita is a content creator. She's a young content creator. I think she's 24, 25. And her most used platform is TikTok, but she's also on Instagram as well. And she used to be plus size, but she had surgery. She's skinny now. But she was talking about something that all plus size people talk about. The fact that, yes, we do have plus size clothes, but plus size clothes be ugly. They have the ugliest print. They love to put peplum on every fucking thing like it's annoying as shit. And Aleos Gepi, which is like a Russian, I don't know what he is, bald head young boy, but he's tall, big. He was like, y'all can't complain about stuff like that. If designers don't want you in their clothes, then they don't want you in their clothes. It's not about the clothes, it's about the body. Change your body and you can fit into the clothes you want to fit into. The average body type in America is a 14. So, and if you can make the clothes that you can make in straight sizes, then I believe, and they're popular, then I believe those popular designs, those popular clothes can be made in plus size as well. Which is why fast fashion like Fashion Nova, where people would like us to boycott, people like us can't, our options are limited. I can name the ones that I go to the most. So Pretty Little Thing, Fashion Nova, Shein, Reb Dolls, ASOS. People go to Boohoo and what am I forgetting? People go to Boohoo and somewhere. Forever 21, maybe Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and I think that's it. With our options can be named and limited, whereas other people, and we can't go to thrift stores like motherfuckers can go to thrift stores, which is another thing. She was talking about how a skinny person can go into a thrift store and be like, "Ooh, I found vintage Chanel." A bitch like me can never go anywhere and find a vintage anything. And if we do, baby, it ain't vintage shit, okay? And I think that it's not about complaining. It's about advocating. You can be inclusive, and you not only can you be inclusive, you can be cognizant of what's in there. There's no reason why we're getting skulls and roses on a peplum top to be marketed to 21-year-olds. That's insane. And you know, the designs, the sexy designs that you guys have for straight sizes, you can do that as well for plus sizes, I promise. Because whether apple shaped or curvy like Tabria Majors, there's possibility for us to market your clothing. And it's a real thing. Y'all trying to shut us the fuck up talking about I wear a size 16 shoe. You don't see me complaining for other companies to make size 16 shoes. You should. You should. Because why not? Why not? Like, I want to advocate for us plus size women to have sexy clothes. Mind you, Fannita is not even big anymore. She's not plus size anymore, but she still knew what she went through as a plus size content creator, as a plus size woman who wants to look sexy. It's hard to look sexy when everything is drab, everything is neutral or fuchsia. Like, there's no type of creativity or innovation when it comes to plus size women, and that shit sucks. Yes, it's a real thing. Yes, we know what fat phobia is within. It's rooted in society to where people don't even think it's fat phobia, and we don't have to put a name on it, but the restrictions plus size people have due to our size is evident. So anyways, I've captivated your time enough here, so I will see y'all later. What's really good, y'all? It's your girl, Young Roots. Today is Thursday, April 11th, and I'm on the way to get my nails done. It's been a long time, so I had my nail appointment for last week, but things got so busy to where I had to reschedule. And you know, with any type of service, when you send that deposit, they be wanting that deposit back, baby. They be wanting to say it's not refundable and you can't transfer it and all that other stuff. And I understand, like, when somebody takes a slot where somebody who would come in would pay in full and you don't come at all, there needs to be some type of compensation or consequence. But I don't think that should apply to me. That's just me being delusional. Anyways, I'm on my way to go get my nails done, but last night I finally took the time to sit my black ass down and watch Mea Culpa. Mea Culpa is a Tyler Perry film on Netflix, and it features Kelly Rowland, who is a beautiful lawyer at a prestigious law firm. She's a defense attorney, and and her name is Mia Harper, and it also features Trevante Rhodes. His name is Zaire Malloy in the film, and he is an artist who is being scrutinized by the public because they think that he murdered his girlfriend. So, initially, when it first came out, a lot of people were hate watching it. Tyler Perry is definitely he's kind of like a mixed case within the black diaspora, understandably so. And so when I'm on Twitter and it first started, I was seeing mostly bad reviews, mixed reviews, stuff like that. So I didn't have expectations per se, but I loved the film. Now, I want to preface this by saying that if I find a main character attractive, that already bumps the film up 2 points. And I find Trevante Rhodes very attractive, number one. Number two, I like dominance, male dominance. I like masculinity. So the character is not only attractive, but he's very, very dominant. So their first interaction, him and Mia Harper, the lawyer, he's in her office and he's like, please, you came highly recommended. Just listen to me. Let me plead my case out. And he gets closer to her and he takes her phone off the desk and he's like, unlock it so I can put my number in. You can call me. And she sets that boundary right then and there. She was like, you can give your number to my secretary on your way out. And I want to sidetrack really quick and talk about how beautiful Kelly Rowland looked in this film. She did not utilize any of Tyler Perry's beauty resources. No, she brought her own team. I'm talking about from the hair to the makeup to the clothes to the shoes. From top to bottom, she looked fantastic. The entire film, she looked so goddamn good. She looked so goddamn good. Number two, Shannon Thornton. If you don't know Shannon Thornton is Mississippi in P Valley. She is in the film, and it pissed me off that she was in another abusive role. One is enough, because the one that you're in P Valley, you getting abused by a white man. Now we in here and you getting abused by a biracial. Come on, man. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that leads me into my other thing. Tyler Perry loves ebony and ivory. He loves a dark-skinned black man, and he loves a light-skinned black man at odds with a woman. He loves abuse. He loves a woman getting abused in some capacity, whether verbal, physical, or both. He loves that. He loves a woman to cheat. He loves a woman to cheat on her black king. He loves somebody in the dynamic to have poverty on their shoulders. So somebody lost their job, somebody's not making income, somebody's not doing what they need to do. They're not pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. Tyler Perry loves that plot. And it always tends to be a man. So in this case, in Mea Culpa, Mia Harper's husband, he was an anesthesiologist, but he got fired because he came on the job high and drunk. He was addicted to pills. He was addicted to drugs and alcohol. So he comes, so it unfolds that they're having marital issues, obviously, because that's what Tyler Perry loves. He loves people not being happy in their home, taking that 2-second unhappiness and turning it into infidelity. He loves that shit. So he got high and drunk and lost his job as an anesthesiologist, so it's been one income, and he has been lying to his mom and his brother that he's lost his job, and his mom has cancer. Turns out she fucking doesn't, and so he's been leaning on Mea the entire time, to the point where, like, there's a scene in the film where it's the mom's birthday, and the mom, of course, is the Caucasian one in the parent ambiguity, because the dad is nowhere to be found, so it's only a white mom, and it's her birthday. She just turned 60, and he bought her this expensive watch. How do you buy somebody an expensive watch with no money? You can't give her a car with $50 in it. You don't have a job. You don't have a fucking job. Not only that, and it's a big thing for me, consulting your partner regarding big decisions is absolutely huge. And they were not doing that at all in the film. First of all, you bought an expensive ass watch, and then Zaire Malo had a lot of, he had a lot of baggage on him. A lot of negative shit on him. So she was looking at his case saying, I'm thinking about taking this case. And her husband was like, you're not taking the case. Nigga, you don't pay bills, baby. There's so much you can tell me when you're not paying bills. And this could be something that will help us get out of the red if I were to take the case. You're not thinking straight. You're not thinking clearly because you ain't got no fucking job. And then on top of that, I told you to stop talking to this bitch named Jenna. And not only that, she showed up to your mama's birthday and you playing video games with her while I'm at work slaving my ass off. Then, on top of that, you tell your brother, who's running for mayor and whose defense, he's the assistant DA, so he's the prosecutor on the case, and you tell your mom that hates me, and they come and ambush me at my home telling me not to take the case. I'm taking the motherfucking case just out of spite, which she fucking did. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I love the plot twist. So, Zaire Malloy is an artiste. Not only that, he is a con artiste. So he knew of the marital problems. He coaxed Mia Harper to open up small. Then he did his thing. He told her to sit in front of an easel. What's the color of the problem? She said blue. He told her to paint, and that was the beginning of the end. So my favorite part was one of the ones where he came over. He was like, man, I can't have no lawyer who can't even admit that she's attracted to me. I'm not finna have that. And she was like, baby, listen to me. I'm married. Just because I have marital issues does not mean that you can seduce me, first of all. Second of all, you're a murderer. People are telling me that you're a murderer. Stop trying to get into my pussy and get into your brain that you may be going to jail and or getting a death penalty. And he was like, you know what? Whatever, bitch. I'm going to just ask for a new lawyer because I'm not trying to hear you lying about no shit. And so, right when he say that, some random naked hoe come out. And she was like, oh, my name is, I live next door. And she starts giving him head. And so, Mia, she goes to the elevator to get the hell up out of there. And she turned around and she looking dead in this nigga eyes while he getting head. And the elevator's not moving. Turns out he turned that bitch off so she would see it. Then he flipped that bitch back on so she could go. She get in the car, and her best friend, who turns out to be a private investigator as well, he sent her a picture talking about, hey, your husband and that bitch that you've been telling him not to hang out with, yeah, they at the hotel in 714, and it looked like they fucking. And so she's like, man, you know what? She don't even confirm. She don't call her husband to see. She don't do nothing. She go right back up there while he fucking. And she's like, shit, well, I'm here now. And she get hammered, beat King. Rightfully so. I think she deserved it. They're two fine-ass people. Then, in the midst of them fucking, they go take a motorcycle ride. They come back so she can alleviate her stress or her anxiety. They come back. They start painting with their bodies and fucking with their bodies. Like, that shit's sexy, right? So after he get her in the bed, she wake up. She said, I've been fucked so good. She look up and it's a painting. It's the painting, when he took her and told her to paint. He took that painting and then he created her. And so she's sick to her stomach. She's like, man, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this shit. And turns out, so again, she's his defense attorney. So at the end of the day, there is a case pending on this murder. And so there is a owner of an art gallery, and her private investigator best friend is like, go talk to him, because she tells him that she cheated. She's like, okay, look, don't get off the case yet. I know there's a lot going on, but if you want to get off the case after you talk to the owner of that art gallery that has all his paintings up, then get off the case. But until then, just go talk to her. So she go talk to her, the owner of the art gallery, who happens to be Veronica from The Have and the Have-Nots. And if you don't know who Veronica is from The Have and the Have-Nots, I feel sorry for you, because out of all the things Tyler Perry has created, that character is a sight to behold. But it's Veronica from The Have and the Have-Nots, and she tells her bar for fucking bar, how Zaire seduced her. I'm talking about from the painting of the waves and the blue all the way to waking up after being fucked and seeing a portrait of her at the top of his canopy bed. So Mia Harper goes back to Zaire's loft. Mind you, his loft is fucking fire. She goes back to Zaire's loft. Hey, buddy, you can't do what you want to do on the other side. Oh. Do what you want to do on the other side, nigga. Not with me. You a whole 18-wheeler and you drive slow. Anyway, she go back to his loft, and he's like, man, I haven't heard from you all day. I can't believe how good it was yesterday. And she going, walking up the stairs to the canopy bed. She rips off her abstract adaptation of his face, of her painting, and it's another bitch's face underneath that. She rip it off, another bitch's face. She rip it off, another bitch's face. She rip it off all the way until she gets to the girl that he supposedly murdered. And it's a die bitch, you ruined my life on her portrait. And she crumbles. She's like, bro, I can't fucking believe this. And after all that, she removes herself from the case, talking about she has an inappropriate affair with the client. Her brother-in-law finds out. He tells his mom, and he tells his brother, and then they get ambushed again, and she's like, did you fuck him? And she's like, yes, I did fuck him. Turns out, Shannon Thornton, Mississippi, of course, is the wife of the brother-in-law. She fucked him too! And they're trying to cover it up to the point where they're trying to frame this nigga for murder so they can get him out of the picture, because his wife, the brother-in-law's wife, Shannon Thornton, I don't even know her name in the goddamn movie. Shannon Thornton fucked this nigga too. The mom was like, I can't believe that you both fucked the same man on my children. Because, I mean, to be honest, yeah, they fucked the same man off of your sons. Your weak ass sons. And then they was like, the private investigator best friend found out that the mom didn't have cancer. He emailed it to her, and she was like, did you know that your mama didn't have cancer? Brother-in-law was like, yeah, nigga, we in on it. I needed sympathy votes because I'm running for mayor. And she was like, does my husband Kyle know? And they were like, no, it'll break his heart. So they start trying to kill her. They just start, like, they told Shannon Thornton to stab her, and she couldn't do it because she actually liked the bitch. And so she run out, she fighting for her life. Kelly fighting for her fucking life. She run out into the woods, onto the road, and then she see her husband. She's like, yo, your people trying to kill me. Did you know? And he's like, no, baby, I didn't know. Let me call 911. And he's like, hello, 911? Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself when I'm watching the film, I'm like, that's not what happened when you call 911. Turn out she put his phone on Bluetooth, and she hear the conversation that, hey, Mia knows everything. Get her back here. If you find her, get her back here. She, after she hear that, she unbuckled his seatbelt. There's an 18-wheeler coming. She just ran him on the side. Because it turns out, when everything fell out and she admitted that she cheated, she went to DR. She went to Santo Domingo. And, it's blue bonnets. It's real pretty. It's really pretty today. And she saw the bitch that they said that he killed. She saw him working at the resort that she was at. And so she called the brother-in-law to tell him. But by that time, you already know. He know. you already know that he knew that, he's being framed. Anyway, I thought the shit was sexy because I love a dominant ass nigga. That nigga was a con artist, but she did get him off regardless because at the end of the day, she is a good defense attorney. But it's just so scary, like, you're being seduced as 28 other women before you have been seduced. And if you really deep it, everything that he painted was of a woman. It was a woman every single time. So I mean, like, he was fucking his muses. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking them. And it's crazy how he would do it. Like, you're using the same shit on every bitch. Mind you, if it was me, I too would have been seduced. You know what I'm saying? Because it was sexy. It was sexy. But god damn, nigga, like, you really like, that's crazy. That's nuts. I enjoyed the film. Would watch again. And to be honest, like, when you're getting a Tyler Perry film, you should know the variables, the non-changing variables, the ones that will stay the same. Is that we're gonna get a little bit of infidelity, somebody cheating, a woman is getting abused. I'm surprised, if I recall, was there any church in there? I don't know if there was any Christianity in it. You're gonna get biracial. You're gonna get a dark-skinned black man in some form. You're gonna get a mom that don't know how to mind anybody's business, because that was what we got. You're gonna get a success in some type of way. So one thing that he likes to do is very much movie magic, some type of way. Successful artists, successful PR firms, some type of shit like that. Like, you know that. When was the last time you met a successful marketer? For me, haven't. Right? And then you're gonna get like that social class difference. So, like, he was an artist. The girl that he supposedly murdered was a waitress. She wasn't a defense attorney. He was an artist. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get that social class type of gap. He loved that shit. And then you're gonna get some type of, like, when they were fucking in the paint, Trevante was moving those hips. I know he was playing Pretty Ricky Grind with me in his mind because he was moving them hips in the paint. Anyway, I fucked with the film. If you've watched the film, let me know your thoughts. If you haven't watched the film, please watch that hoe because it was sexy to me. He was just so dominant. And the thing about it is that I really like too is that Kelly was dominant too. She was setting boundaries each and every time he tried her. But because she was unhappy in her marriage and she didn't know where she stood and she didn't respect her nigga for real, she did cheat. But she was setting them superficial boundaries up. And it's so crazy that they set her up like that. Like, I think that's so wild. And she fell for it. And the whole family was in on it. What do you mean your husband was in on it? He was like, he was testing you to see if you would fuck him. And you fucked him. And then he slapped her. He punched the shit out of her. When he got her from the car when she was running for her life, he was like, my brother told me to beat your ass so you can stay in line. But I said, no, I'm going to try it the sweet way. Let me tell you something. In 2024, I understand there's a lot, it's nuance to domestic violence and abuse. I do. But let me tell you something, with a straight face. If I ever have the dishonor of being in an abusive relationship, I'm going to tell you, two people may have been in it, but one person's only going to emerge. Because who in the fuck do you think you are that you gonna punch the shit out of me to make me fall in line? So it's gonna be a recurring offense, and you think you're gonna get away with it? I love the film. Solid 8 out of 10 for me. I love a dominant dark-skinned black man. I do. So, it's not that I don't like my nails. It's that I was looking at the inspo picture and I was expecting something different than what I received. So, this is the inspo, and then these are my nails. I don't think y'all can see it for real, but it's supposed to give kind of like lava lamp. I don't know. This is the first time I've left Pammy's and I've just been like, I mean, it's something new, you know, something I haven't tried before, but I don't see myself, because, you know, usually I'll get like, I love your nails. I'm not getting I love your nails. I'm not getting that. I mean, because it's just like celestial cow print. I don't know. Nothing that she did, by the way, because this is what it is, and it's like, I guess it's edited, but I don't know. It's not the same. I wish it was like a little darker. Maybe if it was a little darker, I don't know. But I really love the silver, so I might do the silver again, but I don't know if I like the print. I mean, I'm gonna still wear them, I still bought them. And I like the set. I like the way she does my sets, but do I like the design? I don't know. I'm gonna keep them though. I'm gonna keep them. That's just what it is. So, I mean, they photograph well. I like the way they photograph, but they're not doing it for me. They're not doing it how they used to do it. It could just be me though. I don't know. But you could tell by my voice. Anyway, I'm finna go get tacos. I'm hungry. And whenever I'm in the ag, I love getting my little tacos la banqueta. Tacos la banqueta. Yeah, I'm finna go over there and see what it's about. Yeah, you know, like my mood, you know, usually like my mood, I'll be like, my nails. I'm not doing my nails right now. I need to be doing my nails. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I need to. And then I told her that I wanted my thumbs shorter. She did not make them shorter. So that's making me angry. It's cool though. Please, just because I come on here and I'm like, I don't like my nails, I don't need you to be like, yeah, they're so ugly. I don't need that. That's not what I need. That's literally the furthest thing that I need, is for you to double down and agree. Please. So if you're like, they are ugly, just nod on your end. Don't comment it. Just nod on your end. You can keep that to yourself on your end. She was like, I'm surprised you didn't bring your camera. Shit, the last time I brought my camera, I dropped the shit out of it at her place. So I'm not doing that. Yeah, she not gonna see me with that hoe. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I guess. I don't know. I'm just not moved. I'm not like trying to take pictures every chance I get type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I'm doing right here. I don't know. And I know it's supposed to be abstract, but I'm still not abstracting it. Like, it should be like, I don't know. I look over it. Why they got Lynn doing this fake ass accent with this Rambo bar head? What's really good, y'all? It's your girl Young Roots. Today is Friday, April 12th, and I am going to be getting ready to go to the Eye of the Jewel. It's this event in Dallas where I think it's aesthetically pleasing, but I've never been, so we'll see when we get there. However, I don't know if I closed out the last vlog, so I'm going to close it out right now so we can get into the freaking weekend. If you're new here and you enjoyed this vlog, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment something beautiful underneath the comment section. If you have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, I'm on all them hoes. So my handles will be in the description box as well as on the screen. If you're fucking with me, if you feel me, watch another vlog. You know what I'm saying? Feel good about yourself. As you see, I got my wig on, and whenever you see a wig on like this with the band and ashy face, that means I'm finna fuck it up. I'm finna look good. And if you want to see how I look, then check out the weekend vlog that will come right after this one. Did I get everything? Oh, we're trying to get 20K, 50K, any K in the 2024 year. Okay? So help me with that by sharing, subscribing, commenting, liking. Do what you gotta do in order for me to get to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Help me out. Help me. Help me. I'll get y'all in another one. Bye.
I got a feeling that you brought me to you. Yeah.